Hello parents, Grace here with Amazing Parenting. Today we're going to be talking about teach this to your child and they will prosper. I'll be right back. Okay, my name is Grace and this is Amazing Parenting. And here on this channel, we do everything to do with parenting from the ages of 0 to 18 and above. So if there's anything you want to know about parenting, come to this channel and share these videos. Subscribe and you will tick the notification bell to all. That way you receive every new video that we upload and you'll have access to the archives of over 150 parenting videos. So please subscribe, please tick the notification bell. Leave me a comment below, give me a thumbs up if you're enjoying these videos, and share these videos with as many parents as you can, with colleagues and friends and neighbors. Let's get these videos out in front as many people and parents as we can. And if you want to contact me, please do so with the information above. Okay, like we said, let's get straight into this video. This video, we're going to talk about if you do this with your children, they'll prosper. If your children do this, they will prosper. What is that thing? We're going to be talking about money. I know I've done videos on money before, but it's good to do a refresher. And I'm doing a refresher on money. And I'm really targeting this to parents who have late teens and adult children who are working, young adults. That's who this sort of video is targeted towards. But also parents with younger children can also listen to this to get them prepared and ready. Okay, there's a few steps I want to keep to, so I've got my notes with me. It's number 1, talk to your adult children about the pitfalls of debt. Debt causes people to be depressed, causes people to commit suicide, causes people to have stress with their spouses, causes people to not get along, have frustrations at work. Debt. Talk to your children about the pitfalls of debt. That's number 1. Number 2, your children must save money. When they get their salary, they get their money, they must save a percentage of it. You decide, let them talk about how much percentage they want to save. At least 20% they should save. They should give to their local charity, their local church. They should do that as well. But they must save money. They can't spend everything they get. They must save. Teach this to your children and they'll prosper. Number 3, they must save up for what they want. So yes, they've got their savings, but they must save up for what we want. Now, come on to that as we continue with the different steps. They must save up for what they want. Let them learn, teach your children how to save up for what they want. Now, when they're little and they've got their piggy bank, they're putting money in their bank, you're teaching them when they get to a certain amount, they can go and buy what they want. Teach that and your child will prosper. Number 4, which leads on from number 3, credit cards. Nowadays, it's so easy to get a credit card. You don't have to blink. They're sending you them through the post. Credit cards. Teach your children that credit cards is something that they don't need. They do not need a credit card. They get paid. There's something they want to buy. They buy it with the money that they already have, that they've already saved. A credit card is not something that you need. A credit card is not something that you could just be having in your purse, in your wallet, in case of. You don't need in case of. Have your salary, have your savings, buy what you can afford when you can afford it. Teach your children about credit cards and they will prosper. Number 5, loans and mortgages. As your children are getting older, they will want a mortgage. They'll want to take out a loan for this mortgage, a home loan. Talk to your children about mortgages, how they work. Paying a mortgage off quicker than needs to be, than the 25 years or the 30 years that they're giving people to pay their mortgages off. You hear all these stories about, you don't need to pay your mortgage off. You don't need to. Teach your children, when they get their house, if they're not buying their house cash, they'll need a mortgage. Talk to your children about these things early and they will prosper in the area of money. Borrowing friends' money. Hey, number 6, talk to your children about borrowing their money to friends. For instance, if their friend comes to them and says, look, I need £100. Can you give me £100? And your child has £100, but they haven't got it to spare. Teach your children. Let them give their friend £10 and say, you know what? I've got £10. take this. You don't have to pay me back. It's a gift. Then rather your child now gives that £100 to their friend. And now altercation now breaks out because the other friend hasn't got the wherewithal to give them back the £100. The friendship is now broken. Teach your children not to borrow to their friend. Let them give freely what they have, not the amount that's been asked for. Let them give freely. So when they see that friend, they know I've given them £10 with no strings attached. I've given them £20 with no strings attached. Whether they pay me back that £20 is up to them, but I've given them free of charge. Teach your children about borrowing money to friends and family. Teach them to give freely, so when they see that friend, they're not ducking and diving. The friend is not hiding away from them. They're not chasing their friend. They're not getting angry and bitter with their friend because they're waiting for that £300 back. They're waiting for that £1,000 because their friend promised them in 3 months' time, I'll give it back. At the end of the month, I'll give it back. The end of the month has now gone, a year has gone by, and their friend hasn't brought their money. Teach your children not to borrow amounts of money to friends and family, but to freely give and not expect that money back, because it can cause arguments and breakages of friendship groups and friendships. Teach this to your children and they'll prosper. Number 7, cash. Cash. When you pay something with cash, when you hold physical cash in your hand and you use it to buy something, you realize how much that thing costs. It's easy just to go with your debit card and beep, the thing is paid for. Beep, you go. Carry your gifts, your things that you've bought, and you go. But when you're handing over cash, you're counting out 50, 100, 20 cash, and you hand that money over. It makes you realize how much money you're spending. It makes you realize, do I really need to buy that thing? Teach this to your children. When you pay cash for something, it really makes you think about, this is a lot of money I'm paying for this thing. Do I really need it? Can I wait until I have a bit more saved up before I go and buy this thing? Teach this to your children and they'll prosper. Number 8, online shopping. It's so easy nowadays. Back in the day, you physically had to go to the shop and buy things. Now they bring it to your door. You just click a button, bam, Amazon is there. All these shopping channels are there at your disposal. Teach your children the trappings. People go to school for marketing. They are taught how to market a product to lure people in, to lure in their buyers. Teach your children that what you're buying online every week, every minute, you're always clicking to buy things online. Is it needed? Is it wanted? Can you wait for that thing? Talk to your children, your young adult children who are just starting work. Maybe they finished uni, they're starting work now. Talk to them about shopping online. Your children will prosper if you do. And number 10, last one, let them live within their means. Number 10. Let them live within their means. They must live within their means. Yes, they want to buy a car. That's fine, lovely. They've passed their driving test. They want to buy a car. Live within their means. They want to spend their entire salary on the payment every month for their car. No. Live within their means. Even if they can live under their means, better. They don't need to spend all of their money trying to show that they're working now. They've got money now. No. Teach your children to live within their means and they will prosper. And the last one, pay their bills on time. If your child is still living at home, your young adult is still living at home, their money that they're contributing to you, make sure they pay on time. If they've moved out, they've got their own, make sure you're teaching them to pay bills on time. You don't use the money for bills to get your hair done. You don't use money that you pay for bills to work on your car. You don't use your bills money for anything else. Pay bills on time. What's left? That's what you now save out of. That's what you now spend. Teach this to your children, especially your young adult children, and they will prosper. Remember, All parents, all parents, all parents, every single parent can be great. Absolutely. Every single parent can be great. It is a journey. And we will get there.
Amazing parents.